again with August's bead box. Don't ask about what happened to July's bead box because I might just tell you. Yeah, made all the jewellery and did all the filming and managed to delete it. Don't ask me how, but I did. Anyway, so we'll just move on to August instead. So I haven't opened the box. I've just unsealed it, and I'd love to share with you the moment when we look at the box together. This card is from last month's bead box. I just like it to cover my address. So let's take a look together then. Dun, dun, dun. Make something beautiful. Make something beautiful. I'm in one of them moods. Love the tissue paper as always. Don't know why, just these little things. Ooh, oranges. Oranges and creams. Okay then, so let's move the box out of the way. Excuse me, I'm a frog. Let's bring Bead Mat in, my other one. And let's have a look what's in the box. Okay then, so first item I've put my hands on is some cording and 2 cord ends. So obviously either a bracelet or a necklace. Let's have a look at the length. Good size, as always. Got to be a good metre, I'd have said, at least a good metre of orange cording. Now, is this a sign with the orange? Are we still in summer or are we approaching autumn? Who knows? Some orange jump rings. I'll say orange. Yeah, they are orange open jump rings. I'd say 6 mil in size. Orange jump rings. We have shell. All ready to, your little inspiration to get you going. So we know that this little pack together with the earwise, we've got some nice antique copper earwise, 2 eye pins and shell beads. So nice little dangly something off the end of there. Turn a loop up there and we've got a nice pair of earrings. I love shell. Really such a natural thing, and I do like shell. Beautiful. And it makes a nice change as well for them to be drilled on the diagonal instead of, you know, across or straight through the middle. So just adds a little bit of interest. I like those. Nice. Do we know we've got a pair of earrings straight off there, guys, don't we? We have some little bicones. Little gorgeous light orange bicones. Do you know, it must take ages to bag everything up separate. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 gorgeous little bicones. We have the beading wire. I won't take it out the bag because it'll just go ping everywhere. So I'll leave that one in the bag if you don't mind. So we've got some beading wire. We've got a nice bag of findings. Oh, I'm liking the clasp. Oh, look at that. Toggle clasp. Lovely. I'm liking that. I like that very much. That is really nice. Oh, my favourite bald head pins. Not bold. Bald. As in bald, as in bald-headed. Bald, as in balls. On the end of the... And them are really long. They do really nice for wrapping, loop wrapping. We've got a little lobster clasp. We've got another pair of ear wires, and we've got 4 jump rings. And I'm loving this. Do you know that would look really nice on instead of using it as a clasp, which in itself is stunning, but you could use this as a feature in a natural necklace. So there's a thought. Liking that. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 amber. It's like a rich amber. I hope it's coming over well on the camera. Amber coloured beads. Here, 8mm. I think them at 8. Nice. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pearls. Nice creamy pearls. They go nice together, don't they? Wow. Chosen, Miss Debs. From Deborah Beads. Lovely little frosty glass beads. They're 4mm. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 of those. Little frosted glass. We have 2 or a pair of these little plastic, there you are. They go almost invisible, don't they? And I have got my eyes on. Acrylic. Yeah, acrylic drops. Little faceted drops. I'm liking this box. We have, I think these, the shape of them, I think they're called pumpkin design. 2, 4, 6. Lovely little, say about 6mm maybe. Yeah, 6mm. Spacer beads. Like I said, I think they're called, the design I think is called pumpkin. Lovely. I'm loving it. Ooh, a nice focal bead. Again in like an ambery colour. It's like burnt orange amber colour. And it's acrylic, believe it or not. Thought it felt a bit light, but it says acrylic. Getting clever with these beads. We've got some nice chain. Nice piece of chain. Nice short necklace or bracelet. Add some beads on, make it into a charm. It's a bit flimsy maybe for that though, so we'll be a necklace or dangly earrings. Oh, I love these little tassels. Oh, a little orange tassel. I really like that, really cute actually. Already a piece of jewellery there, isn't there? Liking that. And last but not least is this gorgeous little starfish charm. Oh, I love anything like this, especially with where I live. Just reminds you, doesn't it? Well, it does me. Oh, a little starfish charm. Sorry, I'm hogging it. Oh, wow. Lovely. And again, this little inspirational box for £5, even if you just bought them and just every month added them to your stash. Imagine what you would have at the end of the year to sit and play with if you weren't confident enough to just use these bits and a few bits out of your own stash to come up with some nice jewellery. Imagine if you saved it all through the year and then mixed and matched everything and had a real big play. So Deborah Beads then is at the barn at Colchester. Believe it or not, I was born in Colchester, but that's another story. A telephone number's on here and a website's on here, deborahbeads.co.uk. Go and get yourself a lovely little box of goodies for £5, including your delivery. I think it's great. Really do think it's great. So I'll see you then when I've made a bit of something. Like I say, I think probably first things are going to be this, but I need to find something to put on the end of there, don't I? Maybe that. I go on the end, or no, I don't like that. I'll think of something to go on the end of there, or I might just change it into a head pin. Use one of my own head pins. See, them are really cute on their own. Sometimes less is more, you know. So I might just use that on its own and save the eye pins for something else. So I've got a nice little pair of earrings. But we will see. Right, I will see you after a few little makes. So I want to come back to you then with the first few little bits that I've made. So the first ones then are a pair of earrings. So I used the balled head pins with the lovely little seashell or shell beads, and just wrapped some loops, went round with the balled head pin 3 times, and attach them onto the ear wires. So we have the first pair of lovely earrings. Second item I made then, let me just shut this door, traffic's coming all of a sudden, must be home time. I have no idea what time it is, but crikey. It isn't the sun blazing down and having to have the fan on, or it isn't the rain pouring down, it's the traffic. Right, so the next item I made then, I attached, let me just bring you in a little bit, you look a bit far away. Ooh, that's a bit better. Are you too close now? Let's put you out a little bit. Sorry if you're suffering a bit from seasickness from all that, motion sickness. Right, so I attached one of the little jump rings onto the top of the lovely little tassel. The eye pin I added one of the little bicones, put it through the acrylic bead and put a bicone on the top, turned a loop on the top, ran the chain through, attached a jump ring on either end and the lobster clasp. So we've got a nice little closure there. You could put an extender chain in there if you wanted to, just so you could alter the length. So it does sit quite high up. Probably just sits on, well, on me it sits just on my decolletage. It's posh, isn't it? So, and there we have a lovely little necklace. It might be a little bit too close again now. Let's widen you out a bit. Sorry, in and outing like anything, aren't I? So there's 2 pieces of jewellery. For the third piece of jewellery, I've done something a bit different using the cord, the cotton cord. It isn't quite finished yet because I'm having to let the glue dry before I cut it down. I might put a couple of knots close to here and then chop it off. I did a bit of macrame or macrame, however you pronounce it, using some of the glass beads with the pumpkin metal beads, the spacer beads. Now in the box that came from Deborah Beads there was the orange cording, and there wouldn't have been enough to make the whole bracelet, so I had a search. I had no orange, every other colour but pinks, blues and all the colours in between, but I didn't have any orange, so white it is, and I think the orange and white go really quite nice together. So I just did I think it was 5 knots, added a bead, 2 knots in between, and by what I mean by knots is full knots. If you don't know how to macrame and you'd like a YouTube tutorial, please do let me know in the comments below, down in there, and I will do a macrame video for you. So yeah, it's just being glued at the moment before I can do anything else with this. But, and then I obviously made the closure, a sliding closure, again glued on the side, so I can't cut those down yet, so it looks a little untidy. And you just pull, oh yes, and I put a couple of little beads on the end with some knots, just tie the knots so we don't lose the beads, and it simply closes and opens. Can you remember when these were all the rage, and then they have come back a bit now, haven't they? Macrame. So I've made a macrame bracelet. So that's a few items made so far then. Obviously I've used all the chain, I've used the focal beads, and I've used the tassel. So it's 3 of the items in there, and obviously a couple of the bicone beads. Made the earrings and made this bracelet. So I have this left. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. So I have 3 of the glass beads left. I have all the pearls left. I have the majority of the bicones left, and all the little frosted, do you know, sometimes my brain, I do worry about myself. The little, see, I've lost it again now, frosted beads left. I've still got the lovely little charm left. I have those left. I have those left. They'll go in my findings tub. I have earrings left. I have those left, and I still have this left. I might save this for another project. I need to have a good think about that, about what I'm going to use it for, because I absolutely adore it. I think it's absolutely wonderful. I really like this. Can you tell? I really like it. Again, it's the beauty, and I really like this too. The little starfish. I love it. the beauty of the boxes is you get a little taster, don't you, of things. So there we are. So I'll have another think then of what else I can come up with. Oh yes, I still have the beading wire left. I'll have another little think then and see what I come up with, and then I'll come back. Hi guys then, so welcome back. So the next piece I made then is using 5 of the pearls. I remember the little jump rings, the orangey goldy coloured jump rings that came in the bead box. I just used one of the eye pins, threaded on a pearl and alternated the little jump rings in between, turned loop at the other end, attached some of my own chain and added a jump ring and a clasp at the back there, and made a lovely little bar necklace. So that's another thing I made. I made some, had to be silver, had to be a silver something. Just a pair of pearl dangly earrings using bald head pins, turned a loop at the top and added my ear wires, made a lovely little pair of dangly earrings. Simple, really simple to make, but look really effective when you're wearing them because of the length. I think it's the length that does it. With the little frosted beads that came in the bead box, I introduced some of my own 4mm glass beads and just made a pattern. Added the starfish charm on the end, put it on some stretch elastic. Now this is for the ankle, and I will take a photograph because it doesn't look that interesting, does it? You know, just like that, it just looks so, you know, but on the ankle it looks really nice. So I made a nice little stretchy anklet using flat cord from my stash. So this is a flat fibrous cord and it's extremely stretchy. Boing. Comes in a variety of colours. I use the red to sort of go into the orange beads, and you can just see a bit of interest then through the clear glass beads. And on the ankle it looks really cute. So a nice simple little make, and I did tie some knots and pulled it into one of the beads. I can't remember which bead it was because I've hidden it well. Can't remember where it was. Anyway, does it matter? Just 2 overhand knots and then a surgeon's knot, and then pulled it into a bead to hide it. And you can see it's really nice and stretchy, so you go straight over the feet, over your foot, and sits on your ankle lovely. Like I say, I will take a photograph of that just to show you. And then with this wonderful, I absolutely adore this clasp. I thought, what on earth can I do to show it off? So I decided to get my nylon cord out, and this is 1mm cord. Get some of my own beads from the stash, threaded through the back so it attached, so these won't move, so it's acting like a pendant. So threaded the nylon cord through the loops on the back of the clasp, and then tied some simple overhand knots and brought the beads down, and then tied a knot over the top and added the pattern of beads as I went along. These are Millefori glass beads, beautiful beads, and on it looks gorgeous. Might not look so nice off, but on it looks really nice. So did that, and then did a sliding knot at the top, so you can wear it as long or as short as you like. So you just pull the knots up like that too, so you can wear it nice and short, or you can wear it long just with a simple sliding knot. If you don't know how to do a sliding knot, there's loads of YouTube tutorials out there for you to learn how to do one. Please don't ask me to do it because my hands get in the way and I wouldn't be a good teacher to show you how to do that. Or you could make a macrame knot or macrame knot, as I did here with the square knot, and close it that way. Or you could attach a clasp onto the end and just do it that way. So a nice sliding knot to finish it off. So I really like this piece of jewellery. I absolutely adore it, and like I say, on it looks so nice. I love it. So let's have a look then at all the pieces that I made. So this was the last piece I made. Oh yes, and if I couldn't decide whether I wanted to add these on the end, so I'll show you. I think it looks nice without them, but you could add. I just made like a little tassel thing to go on the end, and you can pull them and have them at different lengths. So to add a bit more interest, you could, you know, continue and add some more bits on if you wanted to. And I couldn't decide whether I liked it with or just on its own, but I suppose because I've already made it, to make things look a little bit different, I could, how I felt on the day, maybe add them on. So this is the last piece that I made. So we have that, and like I say, these beads are out of my own jewellery stash, and so is the 1mm nylon cording. I made the bar necklace using chain out of my own stash. I made the lovely little anklet earrings using ear wires and the bald head pins out of my own stash. Move that out the way. I made the macrame bracelet, and now it's all dried and I've cut the ends off. I can show you what it's like on now. If you wanted a tutorial on how to do macrame or macrame, I could show you that. So I love that, it's really nice. Something a bit different. So we'll put that up there. I made the little shell earrings that would go quite nice with that, actually, with the necklace. So there's a little set. Or it would actually go with that as well, with the bracelet. And the first item that I made was this with the acrylic. You see, it doesn't look acrylic. It's not something I'd normally buy, the acrylic, but on it looks really effective. I quite like it. And then bits left over then, or I'll just bring this little bead mat in. So I've got 3 of the glass amber looking type beads. Let me bring you in a wee bit so you can see. That's it. 3 of the pearls, so you could actually make another bar necklace with that if you wanted to, or some drop earrings. 2 of the ear wires, 2 of the cord endings, so these will be going in my extra bits of stash. 2 of the acrylic ovals with the facets on. They're really pretty, and you can't tell by looking at them that they're acrylic, not one bit. That shouldn't be there, that's an odd bead from something. And 2, 4, 6, 8 of the gorgeous little bicone beads, one of the jump rings and one of the goldy coloured jump rings. So that's what I've got left, and that will be going in my little box of stash, little extras. So them are the bits left. These are the bits. Oh, it's widening out a bit so you can see proper. Oh, it's a bit quick. So there you are then, guys. August bead box from Deborah Beads. And as she says, make something beautiful. What do you think? Did you enjoy this? What would you make out of the August bead box? What is your favourite? What is your favourite item? Me, I really love this because of, I just absolutely adore this clasp. I mean, it would look nice on your wrist, obviously, as a bracelet. I think as a necklace to go around the back of the neck, it's a shame, would hide it. But I really like this. I mean, that would look quite nice with some, maybe some, you know what I mean? Lots of ideas with that. So what's your favourite then? I like that. I like it all, really. Well, I will put the links to Deborah's Beads if you'd like to purchase the bead box or any other beads and findings and bits and bobs from Deborah Beads. I will put the link in the description underneath. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like the video, subscribe to me if you'd like to. Leave me a comment. I love comments and I answer everybody's comments, so please do drop me a comment. And I'll see you on the other side then, guys. See you in September's bead box. And for anybody else who follows me, I'm hoping to get a tutorial up for something very soon. I do go into hospital on Tuesday for an operation, so I will be away for a little while, but I'm hoping to keep on beading while I'm recovering. So we'll see what I come up with. So make something beautiful. See you on the other side, guys.
Next level.